I told you guys that in my house, if they are making breakfast, immediately they are making lunch. Hi besties, welcome to my vlog. I purposely wake up on time because I said today I'll be the one cooking for the house. So I woke up very early and then I saw my mom. She was like, come and help her. So guys, with this my short knicker here, my dad said no, that I'm not the only one in the compound. We have guys in the compound that should be tying wrapper. How will I be tying wrapper in this generation? In this our Gen Z generation, my dad wants me to be tying wrapper. That's why Grace is always tying wrapper, because she's used to the wrapper. My dad allow her to be tying wrapper, not me. I told my dad, I'm not holding anybody. Say, it means shut your mouth, tie wrapper if you're in this house, or you wear better clothes. And you guys knows me, all my clothes are short clothes, show me your back. My dad is just using one eye to be looking at me. He told me that if you will not cover your body, I will send you back. I said, don't worry, I will soon go back, okay? I'll be cooking vegetable soup and rice and beans. I quickly went to buy the vegetable, and then when I came back, I noticed my mom had already made the charcoal. I said, okay, let me just wash the beans. I was contemplating, should I use red beans or white beans? But this red beans is kind of sweet, so I washed the red beans. I put it on fire, and I was waiting for these beans to done. Let me go and bath and come back. I noticed my mom already set the rice. She was like, she wants to put the rice. Then I told her, but this beans is not yet done now. Calm down. She said, beans not yet too done like that. Make I put the rice. I said, okay, no problem now. So I don't like cooking, and then my mom is there because she'll be telling you what to do, what not to do, and that thing used to piss me off. Oh, I was like, okay, fine. I just put the rice, and guess what? The beans did not finally done. No, this beans did not. And my dad complained that this beans. I told her that this beans did not. She said, "I'm a lie. Make I leave them like that." Now so they eat them. So guys, this particular grinded pepper, me I don't like using it to cook. And my mom, she loved using it to cook. She was telling me, Anna, use it. Don't waste money. I said, no, I'll go and buy pepper outside. So I went outside to go and buy fresh pepper and onions because I cannot be using grinded pepper to cook stew, for goodness sake. I'm not a fan of that. And all what I was doing, she was just busy patrolling around, looking for what to say, just busy patrolling, telling me that, is it everything I'll put pomo? Is it everything I'll put crayfish? There's meat already. Why am I putting pomo? I was like, hey God, you see the reason why I don't just like, I'll say, okay, no problem. You know what? The only thing I can literally do right now is to just ignore you. So what is vegetable without locust beans? I added locust beans into the pepper and onions. Yeah. And then I checked the rice. Guys, this rice now done before the beans. I was like, how am I going to do this thing now? Let me just wash it like that. So I washed it like that, and then I noticed the rice is already done. Then I said, okay, let me just wash it and then steam it. I didn't put water. The only thing I mixed the salt inside water, and then I just sprinkle it on the surface of the food because, yeah, the food does not need water anymore. As for this cooking of charcoal, they will tell you use charcoal to cook beans. Don't use gas to cook beans. Gas will be there. They'll tell you, no, don't waste gas. Like, anyways, that's how they normally do. We understand. And then I was busy blowing this charcoal, guys, my eyes. She said, if you cannot do it, just leave the kitchen. I will come and cook my food. I said, no, I will cook. If you see the way my mom and I was just dragging this day, she said, Anna, if you cannot use charcoal, leave it for me. I will cook it, or you will not come and waste gas. I said, gas is not waste now. If you finish, Dole will fill it back. She said, no. She don't want it like that. I said, okay. So guys, I washed my vegetable properly with salt because it's necessary for me to wash with salt if there is no hot water at that moment. So this is me trying to slice the pomo and then wash it properly, wash my crayfish, pound everything. And my mom was telling me, Anna, if there is meat, there should not be crayfish, there should not be I said, no, we just leave it. Shebin, I mean, they cook up. And this particular meat, I've already cooked it last night because I don't want it to get spoiled. So I cooked it last night without ingredients, just Maggi and pepper. And guys, my rice is already done. I have to warm the meat to avoid sour taste, and then I added the pomo into the stock for them to cook properly. When I was adding the curry powder, my mom's thinking, she was like, and a vegetable they put curry. I said, yeah, so that's my way of cooking. I have to put curry powder inside. She said, okay, I'll be watching. So this is the oil my dad bought from the village. Because of the temperature, everywhere is hot. That was the reason why this oil got melted like this. But trust me, this oil is perfect. Like, believe me, I'm going to be fetching this oil to my city, Lagos State. Yeah. So I added everything together. I steam. And guys, if you taste this stew, oh boy, you will know that Anna is not joking. But the only thing that spoiled this food was the fact that the beans didn't done very well. But as for this soup, do you know that the next day they use it to eat swallow? I was like, okay, which means I tried very well and got so kind. This soup was enough for the day and next day. So I will not be cooking the following day because this soup was enough. And look at it, yummy, delicious and beautiful. At the end of the day, this is how it came out. And then I had to fetch mine. This is mine. And I ate. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on my next episode. Bye.